Okay, so let's go to my favorite area. Okay, so let's go to my favorite area. My favorite area, at least for the playtest, is Gridfall. And I feel like Gridfall is so well put together. Um, I do know, I will clarify that this area was one of the last areas that they introduced to the game and added to the game. So I think it would explain why it's so much crisp, why the elements here are, I don't know, to me they're more well put together. Like the 3D aspect is like 3D. Colors like really pop. Like I said, it just looks finished. And my theory is that because it was added at the end of the production of this game, they already knew how to produce the game and they had the process down to the T and they just knew how to do it. Um, that's just my theory. I'm not saying that the other areas are not well put together, they are. Um, this area just, in comparison, just looks so, like, I don't know, it just looks so well put together. Um, but yeah, this is my favorite area. Like I said, I feel like this is where you're gonna find all the players right now. Um, because it just makes sense. Everybody's trying to get the very last of the days. They're trying to find whatever they need. I didn't get to finish all of the storyline, so I did need the Loftia, and I still haven't found it. I checked, I searched so long, and I still couldn't find it. But yeah, so Gridfall is one of those places where you just you just had to be here. um, you just have to explore it and just look everywhere in every corner, every crevices, every manhole, um, every side gate. You just have to look everywhere and you'll find a little surprise. Um, it's just such a beautiful area, and I definitely feel like it's one of those places where people are gonna fall in love. There's just like so much to do here, so much to explore. Maybe I like that you could just look everywhere and like be on the ground, be on the sky one moment, be on the floor another moment. Um, but it just depends what you're looking for in the game. But this part of the actual game is one of my favorites, and I think I like this part of the game the most because it was the area that caused me to use my critical thinking skills the most. Like, I was actually having to think, okay, what do I need to do for this quest? Like, I had to look around, I had to ask questions, I feel like people would come into my stream and they would be like, oh, I already beat this area. And I would be like, hey, can you help me? Because I'm having trouble. And this was one of those areas where I felt actually challenged. And so that's why I like this area. The other areas, I'm not gonna say they were not fun. They were definitely fun, and that's what made them fun, that I could play them and relax. This area made it was fun that I could think a little. You know, what makes games fun is whenever you could relax and think. And at least to me, if I could relax and think a little, um, that's how I know I'm gonna like a game. And this is one of those games that, you know, made me think a little at the very end of the game, or at least at this part of the game. I feel like I could think a little. Um, but yeah, this is what I liked about this game and this area primarily, is that I was able to think. And so yeah, this is my review on Loftia. Sorry, I was kind of like clicking around a little bit, but this was my review on Loftia. I feel like, sorry, let me go to a better area so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna take you guys to my favorite area. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take you guys to my favorite area, which is this area right here. That was my review on Loftia. I feel like this game has so much potential to be the cozy game of the year. They just added so much quest and so much to explore. It's hard to put my experience in like a 10-15 minute video. I don't even know how long this video is going to be because this area or like this game was so long. Like the playtest was so long. There was so much that you could explore. Each area I feel like easily could have been at least 30 minutes, 30 hours long, and I only played it for 33 hours. So I was like going through them as fast as possible. So yeah, but this game was so long, and that's what I loved about it. I feel like this game in particular has the potential to be the cozy game of the year. And they could just keep adding and adding and adding and adding to it, and it will never get old. Because even so, right now, as you can see, there's people playing 2 days before they shut down the actual playtest, because as you can see, there's still so much things to unlock. Even with me, even with me right now, I haven't even unlocked most of the items. I still need a lot. Um, and I had it for 2 weeks. I've had games where I've had them for a week and I unlock everything in a week. And this game, I played it constantly, days on end, and I still didn't unlock a lot of things. And I think that's what makes it fun. And it's not just about unlocking things, it was also about the quest and getting to know the NPCs, getting to know the world itself, getting to know the history of Loftia. And I think that's what made it so perfect, was that they incorporated a lot of things into the world and made you fall in love with the world, the place, the people, the NPCs, and just the process of collecting things. Anyways, that was my tour around Loftia. I hope you had fun, and I hope give Loftia a chance when it comes out full access. Wait, no, early access. I really had fun playing the game, discovering the game, hanging out with people, hanging out with random people, hanging out with other streamers, hanging out just with people on the Discord, on the Loftia official Discord, asking questions to people that I didn't even know. I would just go and be like, hey, what happens here? Or like, how can I do this? I just had a lot of fun, and the community was so nice. The devs were attentive to everyone. No one had special treatment. Everyone was like, okay, like let's help you out. Like, you're stuck. Let's figure out a solution. I personally didn't have a lot of issues with the game because my computer, I basically upgraded it like 2 years ago, so I have a really nice PC. My build is really nice. I'll probably like put it on the description, my build, like, so you guys can see that I'm not lying. But yeah, my PC could run the game. It could run a lot of different games. Like I said, or like I showed you in the video, when I did run into issues, all I did was I would go to teleport to start, and it would fix my issues. Of course, I would report it because they need to know, like, hey, like this is happening, where people could go under the game, and that could be a problem, right? But other than that, I wasn't really having problems or issues that would require like a whole, like my system shutting down, or I don't know, other people were actually having problems connecting to the server. That's mostly what I heard. I didn't hear anyone else. To be honest, I wasn't really looking for problems. Like, I wasn't really looking for if anyone was having issues, because that is their experiences to share, and I would not want to discredit their experiences. But for myself, in my experience, I didn't have issues, and luckily I didn't have issues, but I'm pretty sure they want to know the truth. So if you had issues, please let them know so they could fix them, and so the actual early access game could be perfect for everyone to play. But yes, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will try to release more clips of the game. But like I said, it was such a long game that there's just so much clips that I could be putting out, so much videos that I could be putting out, but I just feel so overwhelmed with just how much there is in this game. But yeah, I have 2 days to really shoot what I need to shoot. But yeah, anyways, bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this small little tour around Loftia, and I really appreciate you stopping by. So anyways, bye, happy cozy gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.